Okay. And we're live. If it were Saturday night, I'd say the other thing, but I don't want to jack with your monetization, for one. You can't have it behind us, honey. That's backlit and not good. Just set it up here, baby.
Just chill, woman.
Don't tell me to just chill.
Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, ooh, ow. Ooh. All right.
Baby,
What?
what are you doing?
I don't know.
Really? You should have done that all before we went live.
Well, you jumped the gun.
You said let's do it, so I did it.
Is that gonna work? Hey, Jeff, how you doing, man?
Hey, man.
Oh,
there we go.
Does that work?
The best spot you've had it in
right
so
there.
far.
Okay.
Hi,
Angie,
Angie.
how you doing? Yeah, we decided we was gonna do a live. Hold on, I'll get back. I'm just getting my shoes
No,
off.
it's all turned my way anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm just taking my shoes off because
They're in the way. So, what's up today, babe? Why are we live?
Why are we?
We have a story time.
We have story time, and it's we were going to do it anyway. Eventually, we were going to do a video about this story, but Michelle got a comment. Do you remember who it was from? No? Okay. She got a comment from somebody on one of her videos.
T something something.
Hold on.
T.
GM.
No.
Yes, it was something GM.
No, it was T something.
I don't know. Okay.
Anyway,
she told a funny story about when her son, her son and daughter-in-law were
over
out
the road truckers.
Yeah, and the funny thing was what she was talking about actually kind of happened to us last night, kind of in reverse of what she was saying.
Yeah. But
so
still,
we're going to tell that story here in a minute or so. We're going to wait.
Yeah.
We're going to wait for a few people to show up if they do. But we wanted to make sure that we came out here live.
Squishing our buns.
Ooh, she's squishing the buns.
Squishing the buns.
But where are we right now? We're in Sulphur, Louisiana. We're in Sulphur, Louisiana.
What was that? You said Louisiana really weird.
Did I?
Like Louisiana.
So anyway, I like this area. If you guys don't know yet, yesterday I walked down Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Dojo, hey, how you doing? Awesome. Oh yes, okay. I just saw that, Jeff.
Oops, what?
He says, "Where are you?" Yeah. So we're in Sulphur, Louisiana. And like I said yesterday, I walked down Bourbon Street in New Orleans. It was freaking fantastic.
Yeah. I hear that, Dojo.
Had a blast. But our plans to
Hi, Killdeer.
Killdeer Survival. How you doing? Hey. Awesome.
Jeff said he ran down.
They just ran down Main Street. Awesome.
Yep.
So yeah, they're getting ready for the Mardi Gras. I guess today was King's Day, and it starts
like a whole month long of festivals and parades and stuff.
Alan, hey, awesome.
Oh, sorry guys, I have an itch.
We're still having a fantastic time.
A tiny bit stressful.
A little bit stressful. We are kind of getting cranky sometimes.
Yeah,
a little bit cranky.
And always our crankiness stems from money situations when we're stressed about money.
Yeah. To be totally honest, this is more expensive than we thought it was going to be.
Only because we've had to do so much more driving. We know once we get to where we can do the BLMs, we'll be fine.
The issue is right now there's no federal land that we can just squat on. Until tomorrow, we plan on taking care of that, but we'll talk about that here in a minute too. So, made 3 videos yesterday. Well, that cool. Great. I spent a little bit of time editing some videos today, and we stopped off at a McDonald's just long enough for me to upload a few videos. I have not had time.
coldest McDonald's
It was very chilly in
in
there.
the world.
But I have not had time to watch anybody's videos, but I will give it a good chance that
And I don't know if over
well,
the next
for the next month we
what
probably
we're gonna do with
yes
that.
we're gonna
So,
talk a little bit about this later, but in a few. But
I don't know if we'll.
I don't think we're gonna have internet access for another
I'm
month
gonna
or
have to call
so.
my mom and say I'm not sure.
So yeah, we may not even have cell service. So well, okay, so let's just tell that.
I say, let's
We'll
get
talk
into
about that, and
yeah.
then if we don't mention the story,
make sure
remind
we tell
us.
you conservation.
No
No,
state conservation parks.
Not so far.
Not so far, but
right.
Oh, okay,
They're
just
they're
no, okay.
made.
So there have been several state parks that we've gone through.
But they want
But
$15 a night.
They're wanting more than what we can deal with.
One was $15 per person per
Yes.
night, and that was a primitive campsite.
Yeah.
That wasn't even electrical.
So we're not able to afford the expense that they're asking, even for most of the primitive campsites, because like I said, we checked on one today and they were wanting
$15
a person a night for primitive camping.
for you to.
Now that's not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we can't afford that. Our main cost right now is gas. We are spending anywhere from $30 to $60 a day when we drive long distances, and we can't sustain that. We just can't. We're going to be broke within 5 days. So and we can't stay in the state parks because they want too much money for camping. Like I said, primitive camping is. Well, no, we can't just go find a spot, because you have to, if you get caught out there,
Dude, they can take your car.
they will take your crap.
DNR finds
Yeah.
you doing something illegal.
Yeah,
they can
I'm-
take your vehicle.
I'm not jacking
so
with,
we're not
I'm not
risking
jacking
that.
with them like
Now,
that. I ain't doing it.
We've gotten pretty proficient at finding Walmart spots.
So far, there's only been one Walmart that was iffy,
So
and
sketchy.
we had to leave that one because they actually had tow trucks cruising the parking lot. So that one we left. But so far, we've been pretty good about the Walmart parking lots. So, like I said, yesterday we were in New Orleans. Fantastic place. I mean, I wouldn't want to live there.
No.
Huge. But
Oh my God, so big. I had no idea.
we went down to the
how
French
big it
Quarter,
was.
and I actually walked down. Well,
Yeah, well,
that's that's good for you. I mean, if you did it, that's cool.
glad it worked for you.
Yeah, glad it worked for you. I'm not doing that. If we get caught just squatting on state land like that, yeah, they'll take your vehicle, they'll fine you, put you in jail. I'm not saying they would, but they could. And I'm not
willing to risk
I'm
it.
not testing those waters. So I got to walk down Bourbon Street. Michelle drove it 4 times while I was walking. I did not go to the other streets. I just walked straight down Bourbon Street and had a blast. I did a couple videos. They'll be up on the 26th and 27th of January. 26th will be the walk. The 27th, there's a spot, East Texas free. Okay, well, we're going to talk about that here in a second. The second video, which is going to be the 27th of January. Right now it's unlisted. It is a street magician, and he wanted me to send him the video, so I made it unlisted right now so that he could get access to the video. Really cool guy. I talked with him after the show, and I've emailed him, and hopefully he'll be coming to my channel and watching the comments on that video. So when it comes out, like I said, it won't be out until the 27th, but give him some props and everything, and tell him how cool he is and how awesome his magic is. If you love magic tricks, which I do,
Especially, what is
watch-
that called when you're close to them?
it's close up magic.
Well, they call it-
But his
they call it
wasn't
something
really-
else.
Yeah, somewhat. He does a really decent card trick. And his sleight of hand I love watching his sleight of hand. I mean, it was fun watching. But yeah, when you watch it, give him some good props because he does. I think he will come over.
Alrighty.
All right,
Jeff.
we'll be here.
We'll be here for a while.
He really did some good sleight of hand, and I talked to him about that afterwards, and he was really appreciative of my compliments, and he wanted the video. So anyway, it'll be up on the 27th. So we left New Orleans yesterday, and I saw a flyer right here. This thing here. The word that caught me was free. It said free and fun attractions, Adventure Point. Now on the back, it shows, it shows people walking around out in the swamp, right? So I thought that's what it was. Now we needed to come this direction anyway, so it's not like
it wasn't out of the way.
It wasn't out of the way. Plus, it was beneficial because of what we will be talking about.
Yes.
So anyway, we got to that spot, and it's just a building. It's a visitor center.
Interactive visitor
A
center.
slightly interactive visitor center.
I'm
There's
getting blinded by a truck over there.
there's no woods. There's no
critters.
nothing.
They lead you to believe that you can, look at
Yeah.
gators and critters and.
But the benefit is that while we sat in the parking lot, and I was not happy about not getting to roam in the woods because I thought I was going to spend a couple days walking their trails and stuff. So anyway, we're looking at the map, and I'd say we're pretty close to the edge of Louisiana, almost into Texas.
Mhm.
There's only maybe an hour or so to get to Texas, maybe an hour from here to get to Texas. So I'm looking at the map, and we're trying to find some place that we can crash that isn't going to cost us a lot of money. And I see these national
And
forests.
crash for more than a night.
Yes, and I see these national forests. They got, pardon me, Davy Crockett, I think it was, or Daniel Boone.
It was Davy Crockett.
Davy
but
Crockett National Forest,
the Sabine is the
Sabine
one.
National Forest. So anyway, we're looking at these, and we decide to call and talk to them about it. Well, the Sabine Forest is a national forest, and it's only going to, what the lady said on the phone, it's only going to cost us $2 a night to primitive camp there. And basically you just stick the money in an envelope, stick it in a little chute, and that's the end of it. So we are headed to Texas tomorrow in the Sabine National Forest, where we plan on staying for the rest of the month. That's our plan.
Or at least a big chunk.
Well,
of
at
the
least a
month.
big chunk of it. Yes.
We might decide, we're gonna head out for a few days because I do have family in Texas I would like to go see. So we might go hang out because I haven't heard back from her yet.
Okay.
We might go hang out with them for a day or two. But yeah, it's just we finally get to go to a national forest
And just
camp.
So-
And how many ever thought I would say, finally I get to go camping?
it's a primitive campsite,
Which
and
is
we can park
fine.
our van right on the spot. So I can pitch a tent, sleep in the tent. We can sleep in the van. There's a lake.
We
There,
can pitch a tent and set up a potty.
yes, the shower. We can set up our shower. We're basically just going to get to go camping for as long as we want, really. I
It
guess
says up to 28 days.
20. Okay, well, we're not gonna. We might be there that long, but maybe not.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Either way, we get to do all that. So hopefully everything is the way we expect it to be, and it's only going to be $2 a night. So that's what the lady said. So we're hoping
Well,
for that.
and that was with the regular park pass. When we said we have a disability pass, she said, "Oh, it might be different because we have somebody here," and I'm thinking it might be less. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we'll get to that after. Yeah,
After.
this.
And so I don't know. We might read that paperwork when we get there, or talk to the attendant if there's one there.
We'll figure something
that
out.
it's But either way, I can do $2 a night. $15 a night, no way.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
way.
we can't do $15 a night. So
He's like, yeah, I know.
yeah, but
Sorry, my phone has limited capabilities.
so that's that story. Now the reason we're doing the
reason
live.
we're doing the live.
All right, so I wish I could remember her
It was
channel.
T something.
GM is what the last two letters were. I know it was.
T-Ren, T10 something. T.
Anyway, she was talking about her brother and
No, it was her son. And
her son and
daughter-in-law.
daughter-in-law were on the road truckers, and I guess the daughter-in-law was very prim and proper. Yeah, the story.
The story.
Yeah.
He's
So-
like, finally. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
people.
it's been 15 minutes. Tell the freaking story.
Shut up, Bentleys. Good Lord, get to the good stuff.
So anyway, I guess the daughter-in-law was very prim and proper,
She said she was
very shy and religious.
Yes, very
Yes.
shy and religious. They said she was an 80-year-old woman in a 35-year-old body or
I
something.
thought she said
like that.
23-year-old
Something to
body.
that
Anyway,
effect.
I guess she went into a McDonald's. Yes, she went into a McDonald's, and a lady in the restroom.
And she washed her face and was doing her makeup.
Yeah, she was washing her face and her
And
makeup.
Some other
You tell
lady, we don't know where.
I don't have any idea. She didn't.
just said they were over road truckers and she
Yeah.
went to a McDonald's. And some older lady was in the restroom and said, "We don't bathe in the restrooms here," or something to that effect. And she goes, "Oh, I'm not. I'm just washing my face." Well, when the daughter-in-law walks out of the restroom, that woman that scolded her and a member of management of the McDonald's is standing outside the door and telling her, "We don't bathe in here." And she's like, I didn't, and left. Well, basically what they were saying was she was a prostitute and she was in there cleaning up after visiting her
Because
John
they
because
saw
she just
her-
got out of a semi.
They saw her just getting out of a semi, so they
Yeah.
thought she was a
Oh,
prostitute.
that's what they said to her. They said, "We saw
Yeah.
you get out of the semi
Yeah.
and come in here."
So apparently they thought she was a prostitute cleaning up in the McDonald's bathroom
which-
after
taking care of business.
taking care of business.
So how this relates to
So this is how it relates to us. So we was in a Walmart parking lot last night. Where were we?
over by Louisiana, I don't remember. We were halfway between here and that Bro Bridge,
Bridge.
Louisiana.
Bro Bridge, Louisiana. All right, so we were parked there. I got out of the van
On his side,
on my side. Michelle took a little bit longer and she was on the other side.
I had to fix my shoes.
So I pop out the back, right? Well, there's this woman,
Person.
stumbling around a little bit. She had a cell phone in her hand,
Energy drink,
energy
or
drink.
Gatorade in one hand.
long blonde hair, slim, and she started to approach me. And then Michelle
Then
came out.
She sees me.
And she stops and she says, "Oh, I was just looking at your plate."
I thought she said I was checking out your rig, but
She might have said either one.
either way,
She turns around and starts to walk away.
beelines it into the Walmart.
And she turned around a little bit because we were walking into
Yeah, because
Walmart.
we were headed in too. And she
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
around every now and then and looked at us.
So,
Yeah, right?
so, my first thought, what was my first thought?
My first thought was
Well-
that she was trying to hook up with you.
Well, I figured she saw me coming out of this van thinking maybe she could make a few bucks
Or
and then,
hitch a ride.
or hitch a ride.
Or make a few bucks and hitch a ride.
I thought she was going to ask for a ride. That was my original thought. And then when Michelle mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, she was, yeah.
Yeah, see?
I figured she was probably gonna, offer services.
Trade services.
Yeah, services. Yeah. So anyway, so she takes a beeline. Now she kept looking back, so it made me a little nervous that maybe she was going to try
she
to
was gonna try
rip
do
off some
something
stuff
to
from the van. So while Michelle was in the restroom in Walmart, I just came out. Yeah, a ride, absolutely. So I came out and stood by the van because I wasn't sure whether she was going to come out and ride for a ride. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it was
Yeah.
kind of interesting, and it's been a long time since someone's tried to pick me up. So,
I've chased all the bimbos away.
so,
Back, bitch.
so the funny thing is that story that they told on her channel.
the woman makes that comment on my
Yeah,
channel.
it really related to what happened to us
I
last
just thought
night.
it was so funny.
So-
And it's okay, and it took us almost a month. And I kind of thought it would happen before now, to be honest. Somebody trying to, hitch a ride or
Well,
approach us with, "Hey, I need money. I see you're traveling. Do you mind helping another traveler out?" That kind of thing.
I've seen a lot of. I've seen a lot of homeless people.
Oh yeah.
Some of the cities we've been in. I mean,
Ooh.
huge homeless camps. I don't think.
Was it Charlotte where we saw so many?
Well, I'm trying to think.
No. Where was that?
Can't
that
touch this
museum?
man, grr.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
we was in Fayetteville.
Dude, I spent the first 5 years of our relationship beating those bitches off. I don't play around anymore. I flat out say it. He's mine. Go away.
So I don't think that the Fayetteville videos have been posted yet, but
Was it Fayetteville?
yes.
Okay.
Well, we were in Fayetteville and we went to a couple museums, Airborne Museum and some military stuff like that, because it's right there by Fort Bragg. And while I was waiting for the place to open, I saw a homeless camp, and I actually went over to it and videoed it. And I don't know if it's up yet or
I
not.
just couldn't believe the number of homeless there, period.
And there's a lot of homeless
and I
people
was really
in Fayetteville.
curious how many of them were veterans
So-
that literally just didn't leave after they got out of the service.
Yeah. So while we were there, as I was leaving the one of these monuments,
Yeah, that one was really cool.
I saw in the weeds or in the bushes, there was some stuff hidden. There was some blankets and some food and stuff like that hidden in there. And Michelle and I,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Michelle and I decided we were going to leave them a bag of
It's a sad
food.
thing that- yes, I agree.
Yeah.
It is sad.
So we packed up a Walmart bag full of some food that we
Some
felt
food
we could
that-
give
yeah.
away and still be okay. And I put it over there with it. And that's when I went and filmed the little village. And when I came back, I saw a guy sitting up at the monument area. So I approached him. It was chilly out there.
That wind
It was chilly.
so bitingly cold.
As a matter of fact, I think I had my jacket on that day. I'm not
It
okay.
was cold.
So I started talking to him and we was just chatting, and
He
I
was
asked him
shivering. He was so
I asked him
cold.
if he needed a couple blankets, and he said he would appreciate it. And I told him about the food and stuff over there, and he said yeah, it was his. So we told him we left him some food. I went back over to the van. We got a couple of our blankets, and I took them over and gave them to him. So I hope that helped him out. But there's been a lot of homeless people. We were driving through, I think it was in New Orleans, and we were it was. We were coming down an overpass, and right under the
There was a whole
camp
there.
right there in the city.
Yep, yeah. It's heart-wrenching because
I wish we could do more.
after working with the homeless, not that I've done it for years or anything, I have very limited experience. And mine was very not generalized, but specific. Like
Very specific.
the group that I worked with was very specific. It's sad to me because you don't know what leads to their homelessness. And every one of their stories, where it seems like they're similar, they're so different at the same time. Even when I was dealing, my specific group, I dealt with all veterans, where their stories all ended up in the same place. They all started somewhere different.
Yeah.
Every one of them started somewhere different. And some of them, the homelessness is literally a roll of bad luck. Like, it just seems like one thing happens, and then the next thing you know, they're homeless.
Yeah.
And then in others, they make stupid choices. They make choices that put them in their situation. Yeah. But and some of them, I
mean,
literally
we're
just,
kind of, I don't know, some people consider us homeless.
yeah.
Which kind of technically, I guess, in a way we are, but it's purposeful. I mean,
Yeah.
we did it on purpose. It's not like we're living on the street. We actually have a vehicle.
Hi, CRP. No,
Not
actually, we
yet.
haven't,
Now we've seen people in RVs and
but not in cars.
but we have seen some people sleeping in Walmart parking lots in their cars, but I don't know if it doesn't look like they're like road tripping. It looks like they're just kind of, I don't know, but we haven't really seen a lot yet.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
a few nights ago in that one Walmart parking lot that had like the really cool trees. Oh, where were we?
Yeah, the ones that we lined up.
Yeah,
with,
we ended up being lined
it
up
had the
with like
fireworks stand across from it. Yeah.
That was the first night where I think we saw multiple cars, and not RVs.
Yes.
Now the one, I think they literally just stopped to get sleep off of the highway because they didn't even park like the rest of us did, and they took off before the rest of us did.
I think
But
that
those other two, I think that one in the truck that was right beside us was living in his truck.
he might have been. I think once we
but I
get
don't-
further west,
Yeah, we get more into the. Nope.
no, we didn't really,
We had beignets.
we had some beignets. Our lifestyle is very free, but we are confined considerably by finances, and we can't just willy-nilly spend money on stuff, just.
Plus, I don't do seafood and spice anyway.
Yeah. Well, if we had the money to spend on just trying a bunch of stuff, I would have tried something, but we're trying to conserve as much as possible throughout the month, and spending it on just food we want to try really isn't in the budget right now.
Hey, CRP, did you see my videos today? That shows you how we're conserving money. We cook in the van.
Oh yeah,
We ate mashed potatoes today.
yeah, we're getting like Dollar Tree food, and
It sounds pathetic.
we didn't. We brought
We have food.
we have food with us. We brought some stuff with us, stuff that we could cook, on the campfire or in the van or something like that. We have a small pan right here. This is our small pan. Well, it's kind of a big pan. Here's our fuel, and then the stove that we're using right now. Well, I don't know about that.
Sadly, no.
And this is the fire that we're using, the stove right now that we're using. I have several other stoves that we can pull out, but
and of course we have our big stove.
and then we have the big one that once we get settled. But I actually won this on a YouTube giveaway by Russell Broseph. I think he's out in California. But I won this from his channel early on when I started my channel, and I had never used it until now.
And now it's our bestest good. Ooh, that was loud. It's our bestest good friend.
So, but I have other access to creating fires and doing stuff. But we got what do you call that little table?
It's like a
book stand.
No,
No,
it's a desk. It's a lap desk.
a lap desk. Okay, we have a little lap desk that we put between us here, and it rests on the armrests, and it sits perfectly there level, and that's where we cook.
Which, if you saw my 2 videos today, you kind of saw how that works. But
Okay.
we'll do a better video. Somebody on our last live was asking for like a around the van tour. We'll do that once we're settled.
I want to do around the van tour. I want to do on
and then
the cooking in here, and I also want to do one on how we prep for night.
and
I wanna do
and
that.
I had somebody ask me to do. She wants more of like, what is your daily life? So I want to do like a when I wake up, this kind of thing. So we'll get to doing those.
Best memory so far.
Ooh, great question. CRP, you always have the best questions.
Well, it definitely wasn't when the hooker tried to pick me up.
That is a good one, though.
Man.
We were just talking the other day about.
I tell you what, honestly, I think the most fun so far I've had out in the woods was in Kentucky.
Was she good? She was not unattractive.
Yeah, she was attractive.
She was.
I thought she was very attractive. She was. She wasn't skanky, I'll tell you that. She didn't look skanky.
No, she was well kept.
She was definitely drugged out on something though.
Well, yeah, she was twicking.
Yeah. She was attractive and she wasn't nasty looking. She's,
Granted, she had a long sleeve sweater on, so I don't know what those arms look like underneath there. But
I think so far,
I don't know. Bourbon Street was pretty good.
I liked Bourbon Street. I don't know. I can't really say best.
Meeting Kim and Joy have been fun. The YouTube people.
We met Kim from Cherryberry 2020. I think that's what she's. She's changed her name several times.
Can you put my window down a little bit? I'm starting to get a little bit stuffy.
Do we still need it on?
Yeah, if you want my camera to keep going.
Okay, so meeting them two was very fun.
And then that mountain, going up the mountain.
And I don't have video of that, unfortunately, but we did tell the story about that. But going up that mountain in North Carolina / Tennessee. Where were we? Tennessee,
North Carolina.
Tennessee, North Carolina. That was fun.
I mean, I was terrified, but
it was exciting.
You know, now it's a great story that we tell.
But as far as the woods are concerned, so far, I think really Kentucky has been my favorite.
What about finding that lake behind Laura and Rich's?
In South Carolina, I did some videos after I got lost in Kentucky. I decided it was prudent to me getting my compass out. So when I was in Gatlinburg, walking down the touristy thing, I went ahead and got a compass, and that encouraged me to get out my other compass that was up on top. So I keep compass with me now when I go out, so I don't get lost again. And we spent about 2 weeks.
Where?
In South Carolina.
Yes.
We spent about 2 weeks with my ex-wife and 2 kids that are living there. And I got to go in their woods, which they'd never been in.
Well, it's not their woods.
Well, it's the woods behind their house.
It's the woods behind their house.
So anyway, I did several videos from that. And while back there, I found a small pond and a huge lake. So
you think you found out who that lake is several people's, right? Like it's
I'm not really sure.
Properties.
There were several buildings back there, and I stayed away from them because I probably wasn't supposed to be back there anyway. But
whoops, my bad.
Those were really fun. Good that you're mobile with World War.
Possibly.
Well,
although if that happens, I'd probably go back to defend my parents.
We are mobile, and I've always said that in a true, real survival situation, like when it hits the fan, mobility is the only way people are going to live halfway decently. I think if you stick to one spot, unless you're like buried somewhere, I think it's going to cause trouble for people. But I don't know. I'm not worrying about it, to be totally honest. There's nothing I'm going to do to change any of it. So what's going to happen is what's going to happen, and I'm going to deal with it as we deal. So, well, we haven't been able to see a lot of news. We were actually at a McDonald's just a little bit ago, long enough for me to upload a few videos, and we looked at a little bit of it. But to be totally honest, not going to affect me no matter what happens, to be totally honest. It won't affect me at all. I don't think, I just don't see it. So
we try not to let stuff like that worry us anyway, because we can't change it.
I'm not going to worry about any of it because I can't. It's not going to.
It's
whatever happens is going to happen. Let's see if this is. Nope.
Down below us isn't going to do any good. If it's in camera sight, it's.
Is that? That's too much. All right. Well.
Sorry, guys.
We're trying to figure out there. Oh, wait. Was that good?
No, now it's not.
Shazbot.
There, see, when you tip it, so those lights are blinding us.
How's that?
Okay.
That's better.
My headache gets worse again from those lights, but we'll see.
Okay. If we have to change it, we'll change it.
That was one thing today that made today hard, was I woke up with a borderline migraine. It didn't quite hit migraine level, but man, was it close. And it hurt so bad. Sunglasses. Oh,
well, thank
thanks.
you. Yeah.
Sunglasses were my bestest good friend all day. As a matter of fact, I had a mild panic attack when I lost them for a little bit.
So, Killdeer, where are you located at? I don't know if I've asked that before or not. Yeah, I may have.
We may have, but
I forget
one of us
things.
Have a memory for anything. The super chat money goes into the AdSense money. It just takes a little longer.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. Probably won't. The last one we had a few people that were very, very nice to us, and that probably won't hit Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Okay, awesome.
I'm not giving any kind of timeline because I don't know how happy we're going to be out west.
I want to go. Well, we're going to go to all 50 states. Hopefully, well, I'm sorry, all 48.
I was going to say, I am not even going to attempt to get you through borders into Canada and back out.
I've said that I wouldn't mind going up to Alaska at least a little bit just to see it, but Awesome. She's concerned that the border guards are going to trigger me and I'm going to get nuts.
Oh, I'm not concerned. I know they will.
And it probably will. All they got to do is ask the wrong
I don't
question.
think there's enough Xanax in the world for me to drug him with to get him
So
across the
anyway,
border.
plus if they start digging through my stuff, it's going to piss me off. And I've got a bunch of machetes and hatchets, and I got a couple
Now,
swords and all
there-
kinds of fun
there
stuff in there.
was One YouTuber, now they've since then stopped doing YouTube, but there was one YouTuber I used to watch. He lived in a truck, a pickup truck. The back of his truck was his house, and he drove up to Canada, and he had guns. And he told them, I have 2 rifles, and they made him sign something or other and let him on through with the guns. That shocked me. I don't know.
Well, I have no idea.
I don't know how the gun laws work. Not that we have guns. We don't. I'm
I
just
don't-
saying
I
I
don't-
don't know what they would do with knives, given the fact I saw him get through with guns. So, stop showing where we have stuff. Ninja, what the heck? Don't be giving away our secrets. That's not the only one, by the way.
I have a lot of knives
multiple
around here.
positionings.
I have some swords in the van because of my training. Do martial art training, and I continue to do that on the road. The cool thing is I get to go to dojos all over the place and train. So far, and it hasn't been a month yet. It'll be a month on in January 8th, right?
Mhm.
January 8th is a
Ninth,
month.
Sorry, 9th.
No, we left on the 8th.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay.
So January 8th will be a complete month that we've been out here.
Yes, exactly. I say I got something. I got a Bentley right there.
So
You've got swords
yeah, we got
and
a month
martial
that
art.
we'll be out here. And it doesn't seem like a month. Does it seem like a month to you?
No,
It's
No.
just going so fast. We're doing
it's still weird because we'll be traveling and all of a sudden I'll look at him and I'll go, we're really freaking doing this.
yes. Where's the
I don't know. Honey, things keep getting shifted.
there we go.
He
All
keeps,
right.
where is it? I don't freaking know. What are you doing?
Go put this. We're not going anywhere. Just hold on.
Hold on. Why?
Because I want this
Okay. See what you did, Bentley? We're
I'll
still
fix
here.
it. Don't go anywhere.
We're still here.
There we go. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, you can go ahead and text me now. I just can't read it right now, Angie.
Oh, Shazbot. Hold on.
Oh, he lost the light and dropped the batteries.
The batteries fell out.
Aw, Snickers.
Don't go anywhere, people. We're still
Aw,
here.
Snickers.
Oh,
Oh, shoot.
Shazbot. I felt it. There it is.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Hold on, people.
Oh, Snickers.
Snickerdoodles.
It's like the creepy show where you can only see like shadows.
Ooh, the shadow
Ooh.
knows.
It's the early Halloween special.
Ta-da!
Ah!
All right.
Okay. There
So,
we go.
here we go.
Wow.
All right, so
Jesus,
anyway,
that's so
I
bright.
wanted to put that up because there's.
No. Oh, okay.
Oh, did she pass?
That on here, honey.
Did she pass away?
Did she pass? No, Dana didn't tell us.
No, we haven't heard that yet. I know she was very.
I was kind of
Yeah.
okay. I was kind of surprised she made it through the Christmas holiday. To be serious with you,
She was for many years. She was actually my stepmom.
da, da, da.
And for a long time, I was dating her daughter.
Okay,
Okay,
well, that's too bad.
well, it's
Well,
sad.
Now she's out
Yeah.
of pain and
She
misery.
was
Good
very sick for a
night.
long time. Oh goodness. Well, which part?
The
The
mother-in-law.
mother-in-law or me dating Debbie?
Oh, the sordid history. Oh my god. It was fun visiting with. God, that thing is killing me.
Is it? I'm sorry,
Uh,
but see that.
I know, but you need to angle it towards you and away from me. Hi.
Hey, there you are.
Hi,
Oh, so
Kim.
okay, so it says Cherry Hookah 2020. I just
Sorry, we introduced you wrong earlier.
I just watched, or I just commented on. Well, hold on. I'll get right to that. I just commented on a video or comment that you left, and it said Cherry Berry 2020, and I know you had Cherry Hookah 2020. I wasn't sure what you're using as your channel. Hold on a second. It says she already had all the arrangements made. He was cremated today. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. When she went into the hospital a while back, everybody was expecting her not to get out.
That was before Christmas.
Oh, I knew she was your stepmom. Didn't know you dated her daughter. Yeah, for about a year or so. Oh, there was some issues. Okay. Yeah. Debbie and I dated in Florida before Dad married her mom. Yeah, we dated.
Whose name is also Debbie.
Whose name is also Debbie. Yeah. So I dated Debbie for about a year in Florida, and when I came back, and then I'm not sure when Dad married the other Debbie, and then So anyway, long story there. Could take many hours, and you don't want to hear about that. High school, and tell me about the whole marriage situation with them. Okay, yeah. So, okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
So actually, we just mentioned you earlier, Kim. We was talking to someone asked us what our favorite moments were so far, and we mentioned meeting you. So yeah, that was really cool. So everybody in her family had anticipated she wasn't going to make it out of the hospital, and when she did, it was actually kind of a surprise, and no one was going to be shocked when that happened because everybody knew it was going to happen. So yeah, but Dana hadn't said anything to us about it, so maybe we'll message her and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so let's see, what were we talking about? I'm trying to move that. There we go. Yes. What were we talking about? Let's see, that's what he said that they knew it was coming. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They actually were taking turns just sitting in her hospital room just waiting. Oh, that's going to be a while, hopefully.
Oh, sweetie, we're not doing that until we're done traveling.
Yeah, don't hold your breath on that one, because that's not going to happen until we're done with this traveling. And
we're not even to Texas yet.
Well, okay. She was interesting.
She was always nice to me.
Well, okay. For a long time, her and I didn't get along, for obvious reasons.
Shocker. Oh yeah. Don't stop praying.
Yeah.
But she said she had to put Darth Vader away because the cat kept flipping out of her.
Okay.
Darth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. And his view was different because of dating her daughter.
My view was a little bit different because her and Dad were living in Florida, and then I showed up, and I don't think she liked that much. And then I started dating her daughter, and I know she didn't like that. And yeah, her and I didn't get along for a long time. Now, after a while, we had a live and let live attitude about things, and that was okay. But
I still don't want to see somebody like that.
Oh no, she was a nice person. She was a nice person. I'm not going to say she wasn't a nice person. She was a nice person. Just that, I had to live around her, and her and I just didn't mesh well most of the time. So, but anyway, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, we are talking about my dad's ex-wife.
We're talking to Angelina.
Yeah, we're talking to Angie, my cousin.
Yeah.
Yes.
She loved those grandbabies.
She loved the grandbabies.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about my dad's ex-wife and the mom to one of my girlfriends for a while. Melissa, how you doing? So yeah, we were just discussing that. She just recently passed away yesterday. She'd been really, really sick, and so
that's number 2.
They asked if we had known.
I wonder who my third's going to be, because they say it happens in 3s.
Oh, the baby.
Had the baby.
Yeah.
Debbie, and now who?
Yeah, I don't know. So,
but
She wasn't.
very sick. And
She was
I'm sure
very
she's
sick.
Much happier wherever she is now.
So. Oh well.
Okay, so I'm gonna be quick.
We'll touch on this quickly, and then we're gonna
dwell on this on
and
his
then
channel
we'll
on a live
then we'll
for crying out
stop.
loud. My cousin had a 13-month-old baby that died suddenly, and we're not sure the circumstances. We don't know all the ins and outs of it yet. We won't know for 5 or 6 weeks after they get all of the autopsy testing back. So that's all we know.
That's all we're gonna say.
That's all we know for certain.
For certain.
Everything else is
Speculative.
Mostly speculative.
Okay.
I mean, when you connect the dots, it's not hard, but
Okay.
and until
Anyway.
there's yeah.
So it was a cousin's. So
It was my cousin's daughter, but I don't know.
okay.
Technically, it's my cousin's daughter.
First or second.
Well, my Aunt Mary's daughter, and it's her daughter, so it's Aunt Mary's grandbaby. So
Okay.
Amy, the mom, would be my cousin, and then her daughter is my what?
Well, maybe first cousin one time's removed.
No. Not our grandbaby. This is my cousin.
Oh no, it's a cousin of hers.
I've never even met this
Yeah.
baby.
Oh no, if
Not that
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 something
means-
like that would have happened to
'Cause
our
that
grandkids, we
was
wouldn't
Emily.
be here.
That was our grandbaby.
Yeah,
Yeah, something
we-
we would be back in New
Yeah,
York
that
right now.
we wouldn't be out here if that had happened. Speaking of,
Yeah,
we-
well, yeah.
we just talked to Seth last night via the what do you call that?
FaceTime?
The FaceTime. Yes, we got to talk with Seth last night, which was really fun.
Oh my God, he's hilarious.
I
Child
called to talk to Spencer and Emily yesterday,
but they were
but
asleep.
they weren't available to speak, so I wasn't able to speak to them.
But say a prayer because Seth starts school tomorrow at a new school out there where he is.
Yes, okay.
I didn't know if we were going to say where he is, actually. I don't know if we have said that or not. But
I don't know. He's in another state.
He's in another state and with
Yeah.
some other family, and he starts school tomorrow. So we're excited for him. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, he's loving it out there. By the way, he is very happy.
Cloud nine.
He seems to be really happy, and we won't get to see him until after winter is over for sure. But we are going out there. We have him to visit, and we also have the step parents of my daughter.
No, the adoptive parents of your daughter.
Adopted. I'm sorry, I get all that stuff. The adopted parents of my oldest daughter. We're going to go visit them.
Face to face meet them.
Yes.
I have family out there I want to see.
Yes.
Like, not a lot, but quite a bit.
And I just want to see the area. So
you will love Wes and Dana's house.
Okay.
Up in the mountains.
Oh, where the bear came and got you?
Dude, okay, so here's the story time. Here we go again.
Wait. Do you guys want to hear the story?
Do you want to hear the story?
It involves her.
Bears and wolves and Diet Coke.
Yes. All right. Bears, wolves, and Diet Coke.
Bears,
Oh my.
wolves, and Diet Coke. Oh my. All right, so I have cousins out in Colorado that when you leave Denver, you drive like 45 minutes and you go up into the mountain, like up into the mountain. Okay. So hold on, Melissa, just wait. I promise you.
This will make you chuckle.
This will get you.
I wasn't there.
He wasn't there. This was a mom and daughter trip. My mom and I went out. We're at the top of this mountain at my cousin's house, and I realized the air up there is so dry, and my contacts felt like they were glued to my head. So I go out to our rental
They were
car,
what?
glued to my head.
Okay.
So I went out
They were glued
they
to
were
her
glued to
head.
my head. I went out to the car to rinse them off real quick and plop them back in, but my stuff was in the trunk of the car, right? So I'm leaning over with my head in the trunk of the car.
Her junk was in the trunk.
Stop it. Rinsing off my contacts, putting them in, and it suddenly clicks on me that they were just telling me how 3 days before this, there was a bear walking beside their house. Now, not just like, up on the mountain walking. There's a trail that goes around their house, like 2 feet from their house. And there was a bear on the trail by their house. So my head's like, oh shit, I'm about to get eaten by a bear because I'm a dumbbell with my head in the trunk. So I grab the contact solution, run back in the house, And then because we're in like 13,000 feet above sea level, right? A bear was going to eat me.
Bear fell on me.
A bear was going to eat me.
Bear
So
fell on me.
I get in the house and I'm out of breath because it's 13,000 feet and there's no air up there. And I'm like, okay, I think I just got attacked by a bear.
Now wait a minute. It's
Hold
only
on.
5,000.
No, their house is like, okay, 13,000 might be high, but their house is like literally 7,000.
Because only it's a mile is 5,280
Well, they do
feet.
call it Mile High City for
Yeah,
a
which is
reason.
5,280.
That's in Denver. Denver is not as high as where their house is on the mountain above that.
Okay.
Anyway, it's freaking high and there's no air up there.
Ran away from a bear with
I
no
ran
air.
away from the bear with no air, exactly. So I get in the house, right? I'm huffing and puffing. Because fat chicks shouldn't run, number one. Number two, a bear was going to get me. And they're all laughing because there was no bear actually there at that moment that we know of. But I was certain I was about to be eaten by that bear that wasn't there. So we have this
in
nice...
the light, in the no air.
And there's no air.
It's a Dr. Seuss book. It's way up there.
It's way up there with no
Yeah.
air, and I was going to get eaten by a bear.
We're gonna write a Dr. Seuss book.
So, anyway, we have our visit. We're headed back down this mountain.
See, she got it. Bear fell on me.
So Mom and I are headed back down this mountain. And I have a bottle, like a 20-ounce bottle of Diet Coke. Oh, Melissa, we're not done yet. We're traveling down this mountain. And my mom decides to grab this bottle of Coke, open it, and throw it back like this. Like chug, 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 right? Okay, well, I don't know if you guys have ever had a carbonated drink at 7,000 feet above sea level. Basically, it's like a bomb waiting to go off in your hand. Be nice. And this thing explodes. It explodes all over her, all over the car. It's everywhere. Well, we have wipes, but guess where the wipes are? I'll give you a minute to guess. I just had my head in the same spot when the bear was going to eat me up there with no air. So Mom pops the trunk. Yes. And she got it. Mom pops the trunk. I hop out. I get in the trunk. I'm getting back in the car, and I swear to God, this is what I hear. I'm like, I'm gonna get eaten by that freaking bear. I hop in, and this door on this car that we had, like when you opened it, it was 5 foot away from me to get to this door. I have to step out of the car to grab the door, to step back in the car, and slam the door as quick as I can. I know, right? Thank you, Kim. So I slam this door. Mom's like, what was that? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm really sure it was going to eat me. So here we are in this car with a bear out there, no air, Diet Coke everywhere. Drugs, I can't do the story again, honey. It's too tiring. So anyway, we're trying to clean up this car. And
how
then,
you doing,
Drugs?
You jumped in like right in the middle of the story.
My hair was horrible, girl. It was horrible. Anyway, we wipe down the car, right? I go to set the drink back down in the cup holder. My mom up and decides that same precise moment, that's when she needs to reach across my lap to grab the wet wipes that are sitting on the other side of me. Guess where that Coke ended up? All over my freaking legs. So now we have Coke all over the driver's side, Coke all over the passenger side, and a bear outside trying to eat us both. I'm like, well, we're just going to get off this mountain and go find somewhere else to clean up because I'm not opening this door and getting out to clean off anything. I never actually saw the bear. I heard the bear. That was enough. I'm done. I know, right?
The Colorado bear story.
This is why Richard has 2 rules.
And I've already broke one of them.
Don't get lost and don't get eaten by a bear. Angelina, you're killing me. Maybe he wanted some Coke. Who said that? Maybe Kim. I don't know. Oh gosh.
Yes.
I'm telling you that it was gonna eat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hungry and it was coming after
Yeah.
the fat sausage it saw. I'm telling you.
Crazy story.
Ugh,
And
that was
that's
exhausting.
that happened. What year did that happen?
Oh gosh, hold on.
That's not even something that happened on our little adventure.
No, that was many years ago. Right? I know. So now you've got a story to tell your kiddos. What trip was that? What are you doing? Would you
I don't
stop?
have yes, ma'am.
Ugh.
It happened several years ago.
I don't think it was our 2010 trip. I think it was our 2012 trip.
Okay, that's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Been a while.
All right. So, is there anything, since we're out here, is there any videos?
We are in Louisiana right now, but we're getting ready to hit Texas.
We are very much close to the Texas border. We are in a small town called Sulphur, Louisiana, and we left New Orleans yesterday. New Orleans. And we came to Sulphur to do a little trip thing, and I thought there was going to be woods here. I thought this thing was there. I thought we were going to get to see this kind of stuff and go on trails and stuff, but it wasn't really here.
Sulphur.
Yeah. So anyway,
and next is Texas.
we're going to
Sabine National Park.
Sabine National Forest, and we're going to spend hopefully a good chunk of the month there camping, primitive camping with the van, and then out in the whatever. So we're hoping to do that.
New Orleans was. Melissa asked how was
I
New Orleans.
loved New Orleans.
Bucket list.
I love New Orleans.
I wish we could have had more money, because
more money would have been nice.
The lack of money really hindered.
There was a few things I did not get to do that I wanted to do. The biggest thing I wanted to do was take a tour. Yeah, not where there's bears. I wanted to take a tour in the cemetery where Marie Laveau is supposed to be.
Never finished about. Oh, I don't know if we'll have phone service or not.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if we'll be able to do lives. So thank you, Angie, for keeping us on task, girl.
Yeah.
We need somebody out there.
So
to do that.
we're gonna be in the forest there, and we're not sure what the cell service is gonna be like. I know I'm not gonna have access to deal with my YouTube channel as far as uploading, but I've already got videos uploaded until technically the 26th is the last day that I have a video to be released. But I actually have one that's supposed to be released on the 27th, but I'm keeping it unlisted right now because the guy that the video's about wanted a copy of it, and since it's not going up soon,
service.
It's
not about that. It's about there's no cell towers. Like there's no signals out where
we may not get signal out in the woods.
Yeah.
It's happened before to us.
No, I won't let my phone lapse while we're on this trip. That's not even an option.
You don't have.
I wish you did too, Kim.
No, it's fine. We'll talk about that. I don't have any problems with it. She wants to know how our budget living on the road. So, in my point of view of it, it's more expensive than I thought it would be. No
problem, Angelina.
The thing is we have a very limited budget. Being out on the road or at home, it doesn't really matter. I got the same amount. We got the same amount of money, whether or not we're stuck somewhere.
The problem is right now, because we're having to drive so much. Of course, that means more gas.
Yeah. So we're spending
a lot of money on gas right now.
We're getting on the open road, we're getting pretty close to 300 miles to the tank. In city, we're not getting quite as much. And we have gone through 2 tanks of gas in a single day at one point.
Not every day, but at one point.
At one point we did do that. We drove a lot that day, and we filled up twice. So we're spending.
But we filled up first thing in the morning, and then we filled up late that evening.
Yeah. So we're spending anywhere from $30 to $40 in gas. No. $30 to $60 in gas. $30 to $60 in gas every day, for the most part.
So we're ready to get somewhere in Park.
So we need to get somewhere in Park because we don't have that kind of money.
Which we knew once we get out to the BLM land
Yeah.
would be no big deal. We just kind of underestimated getting there.
Yeah.
And had we thought it,
well,
we
we've
might have done.
we've been stopping. We've been stopping a lot.
Yeah.
And seeing a lot of stuff.
Well, and not seeing as much as we could.
And not seeing as we don't really have the money to just go say, hey, let's go try this food because it looks cool, or let's stop off at this restaurant and eat.
Because we want to go see things.
Yeah, we want to go see all the states. I want to see all the states.
I want him to see out west.
And,
I want him to see.
And we want to go to the BLM.
That's the Bureau of Land Management. It's part of the National Parks system.
Yeah, it's the land out there.
It's stuffy in here. I got this sweater.
The land out west, past Texas. It's all just open land that you can just live on, basically. And we're going to go out there and hopefully,
when we do that, we're going to be able to park for a week at a time.
Yeah, I would love to meet up with some of these caravans of people that live out there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them on YouTube, and I'd like to meet up with a group of them and just kind of hang out with them for a while. But once we get past Texas,
after it's not chilly cold, sure.
Yeah, we're staying very, very south and west. So we're going to go through Texas and we're going to stay low until we get out to California. Then we may go up in the summertime once it hits nice. Of course, I get that you don't want to go now. Yeah. We are avoiding any place that would possibly have any white fluffy stuff. That's a no-go for us. And we don't want any of that because there's a lot of stuff that I want to see. I mean, I want to see South Dakota, North Dakota, South Dakota. I want to see every state.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, yes.
Once we get stopped, we'll be able to just
if everything works the way we are hoping it will work, and the lady we talked to on the phone today from the Texas National Parks, if it works as well as we're hoping, or she made it sound, we should be able to. We can crash in that forest for up to 28 days, and it's only going to cost us $2 a day for a campsite. And we're hoping to do that for a few weeks at least. So
we've got food.
We keep a good amount of food with us. It's stuff that we can cook over a campfire.
We are gonna stop. Like, we're gonna hit this Walmart, I think, before we go.
Hey, Jeff, he's back.
Hi, Jeff. And grab a few extra things that we don't have right now. But we've got plenty of food. We just want some extra, like, snacky stuff. No, mashed potatoes.
No. We weren't. Yeah, mashed potatoes. The little packet.
We don't do grits.
The Idaho mashed potatoes that come in the little packets. You just add water.
Or get deleted, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. You just add water to them, and so we have several of those. We have a cooler sitting right here in between us, right there. And we do have some ice packets that
they were froze.
They were froze when we left South Carolina, but they're not anymore. But we can buy ice and stick in there. So before we get to the forest, we're going to pack up with a little bit of meat that we can use out there. Okay, we can try to do that.
Sorry, I gotta keep an eye on my battery, guys.
Yeah, you want me to turn this back on?
Not yet.
Okay. But we have plenty of food and plenty of access to that sort of stuff. Now, we don't eat elaborate big meals.
No.
Yeah, canned chicken, and we got some
thingies.
Tuna stuff, Spam. I love Spam.
We've got freeze-dried food that you just boil some water and you pour
so we're using mainly freeze-dried food, canned foods, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly, Jeff. Yep.
Yep.
That's actually what we had for lunch today.
Yep. We had that, and we're finishing up. We're finishing up the mountain. Was it Mountain House?
Something like that. I thought it was Ozark. I thought
Ozark. Anyway, we have several freeze-dried packets of meals that I received about 3 years ago for a birthday present from her cousins, and we're using those. And then we purchased a couple more at a Dick's.
FYI, the lasagna one is really, really good. What was the other one that we really liked? The breakfast scramble or scrambled breakfast one was also good.
Yeah, it shouldn't be difficult to save a little bit of cash once we get where we don't have to use. Yeah. Once we don't have to use
those in the blue package,
a lot of driving.
The packaging is like blue.
Now, as far as like when I stop off and but we stop off and visit
Apparently, I'm just gonna keep right on going.
But like Bourbon Street is a good example. It would have been nice if I would have had some money to spend just as trinkety stuff or try some extra food, stuff like that.
Let's give you guys a fix on this Bourbon Street money so you guys can plan your trip. All right, listen. Parking is
non-existent.
There's none.
No.
Except in certain parking garages.
And
they're $40.
And it was full because
there was a
the Saints were
game.
The Saints were playing the Vikings and they lost the day I was on Bourbon Street. So
it was kind of cool though, because I would stop these street guys. Oh my
they're
God.
Small. They're very narrow.
So anyway, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it was crazy. And Angie, they're redoing all those streets, and now they're blocking them off even more, so they're even smaller. But anyway, so I kept doing laps around Bourbon Street and these other couple of streets, waiting on him to get down to the end. At one point, I couldn't. No. We did. Sherry, he filmed it. And so anyway,
I did. I filmed the whole walk down Bourbon Street. It'll be up on the 26th.
End of the month, because
the 26th is when it comes up, and the 27th there was a street magician. His stuff will be up too.
So I would stop and ask people as they're sitting outside these bars watching the game, "What's the score?"
Now I walked past a bar at one point. Well, Bourbon Street's just basically bars.
Bars and a few shops.
Very few shops, but mostly bars. I actually walked by and I almost yelled, "Go Vikings!" Just, but I didn't want to get beat up.
Getting shot.
Yeah, it was fun. It was very cool.
I was ready to be done.
Oh, he's missed most of it.
Well, I don't know if we'll be reachable, dude.
We may not be reachable tomorrow because we're going to be in the forest sometime tomorrow. So. We will hopefully we'll have service, but there's no guarantee. But
give it a shot, but you never know.
Bourbon Street was fun. I enjoyed it. Like I said, most of the stores were just bars, and I didn't venture off of Bourbon Street. My goal was just to my goal was just to walk down Bourbon Street and be there.
Does having
there was a lot of
she asked if it helped with our budget. Melissa asked if it helped, if YouTube helps with our budget.
Oh, no,
he doesn't make enough for that.
No, we walked past a bar and some homeless. There was a lot of homeless people walking down the street. I got some video of a few homeless people out there, and some kind of looked like a Russian hooker. I'm not saying she was.
She dressed like one.
I'm just saying she looked like it. So anyway.
And what does the Russian hooker look like? Dare describe this.
Well, she had, hey, Jay Lee, how you doing?
Jay!
She had a fur coat on. She had,
whoa! Hold on. Okay, forest. I know, right? Gotta go. All right, Jeff, we'll see you later.
That's exactly what this lady looked like. Oh.
You and them hooky.
Yeah, I wasn't hanging around this one. Okay, so this is what happened. And I don't think she was a hooker. She was somebody's girlfriend, to be totally honest. I'm just saying
she dressed
like a Russian hooker.
If you've watched a movie with a Russian hooker,
yeah, if you see
that's how she dressed.
Yeah, if you look at these movies that have Russian hookers, that's kind of how she was
like
dressed.
If you've ever seen the original Triple X, that scene where they're in the bar and he hollers "beaches come," that's what she looked like.
So she was very skinny, blonde hair. She wore
oh gosh,
she wore a fur coat.
That's exactly what he usually.
She had a fur coat on. She had a mini skirt that went up to her navel, and I think she was wearing.
He can't get past the non-skirt, so he doesn't know what she was wearing.
I think she was wearing either boots, like really crazy boots, which I like those. But anyway, that's what she looked like.
Oh my god!
And the first thing, Russian hooker. I'm not saying she was. I'm just saying that's what the first thing I thought. But her boyfriend was there. Or the guy she was with was there. So I'm filming. I'm just down there filming, and boom, boom, boom. And she just kind of pops into view, and I wasn't sure whether that was not cool. So I moved the camera away from her. And I'm a little ways down the road, and there's a kid drumming on a bucket. And he was pretty cool. So I was videoing him, right? So while I was videoing, this gal walked by, and you can see this kid's face. He's like, and he was eyeballing her hard. So I made a comment about that on the video too. So anyway,
you said her man caught you looking and smiled at you, right?
He did. Yeah, I mean,
dude, right? That's mine.
Yeah, I'm sure he was like, yeah, that's mine.
It's funny.
You don't. Honestly, you may take offense to this, but you don't dress like that and go into public without people wanting to be looked. Yeah, you want to be looked at if you dress like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I enjoyed Bourbon Street. It was fun. Tons and tons of homeless people on the streets. And of course, like I said, the Saints were playing.
Some of them dressed down there. It's hard to tell who's homeless.
That's true. Yeah.
Who's not just for Bourbon
There was
Street.
a lot of homeless people in New Orleans that we saw.
There
was. So anyway,
we did drive by the Superdome, and holy crap,
that's huge.
Huge.
Yeah, it was huge.
I always thought the Hoosier Dome, if everybody can remember, that was big. I think the Superdome is bigger.
It's massive.
Much bigger. But it's a bigger city, so they have more fans.
But we did.
It makes sense they'd have to accommodate more people, but still.
What was those things? Beignets?
Yep, beignets.
Beignets. So we did go to Cafe Du Monde on
Veterans Drive, not the one down on Bourbon.
Yeah, so we went in there
because there's no place to park.
And she met an old friend from Fort Lauderdale.
Whoop, whoop.
And we sat there and had those beignets, and Jalinda was very adamant that we needed to go to Cafe Du Monde and get the beignets. And they were good. Basically, it's just...
For the record, I didn't need Jalinda to tell me that. That was on my New Orleans bucket list.
Yes.
Okay.
All it is just a really powdered sugar, a lot of powdered sugar on a very warm donut.
Because they make them fresh. They make them right there in front of you if you stand there and watch them.
Yeah, but it was good.
They were so good.
There were 3 of them for $2.75.
Yeah, plus tax.
Yeah.
The drink costs as much as the beignets.
Yeah, so you got 3 of them for like $3. It's about $1 a piece, maybe a little cheaper than that, but that's about what they were good. It was a good experience. We had fun. Now, if we would have had just throwaway money, we would have tried a lot more stuff. And I went into Marie Laveau's voodoo shop and looked around. They wouldn't let me video in there. They have signs everywhere saying no video, and it was nice to look at, but it was very touristy. I mean, it wasn't anything huge. It was very touristy, which was kind of cool anyway. But I got to go in there. I would have loved to go to the cemetery that she's supposedly buried in, and it was just on the back end of the French Quarter, and we passed it a couple times. I didn't video it, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to go in there.
Navigating those streets was...
Yeah. I knew I wasn't going to be able to go in there because you have to take a paid tour to go in there, and we didn't have the money for that, so I didn't get to go in. But,
So, do you want to tell them about driving wrong way?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I'm listening to GPS, right? And it says turn down this road. So I did. And then there's this lady standing out the middle of the
She looks at us and she looks at the cars that are in front of us.
and she's like, "You're going the wrong
she
way."
goes, "It's a one-way."
So I look
like,
and I had to
crap.
zip over.
Thankfully, there was a turn right there.
So
Literally,
I
which
popped
was
over and so I was actually driving down a street
the
the wrong way. And there was a lot of traffic coming towards me eventually.
Yes. We somehow managed to hit. Of course, if there'd have been cars coming out, we probably
there were no cars on the road, so
and there's no lines.
And there was nothing one way. There was no sign said one way. So anyway, luckily I had enough of time to zip over.
New Orleans was fun and exciting and scary.
Yes. So we got that on the bucket list. New Orleans is checked off.
Chunk.
So that was cool.
Okay.
And we're going to be in Texas tomorrow in a national forest, and I plan on doing a bunch of good videos. Hopefully I don't do so many that it fills up February, but we'll see.
I told you how to stop that from happening.
I know. She wants me to, because I video a lot.
I don't want you to do anything. I gave you a suggestion.
Okay, she suggests
on how to make that not happen.
That I not put all of the video,
all content up.
Yeah, like if I do a hour and a half walk, I generally get about 45 to 50 minutes of video out of that, and I post it, and I make about 2 or 3 videos. She suggests that instead of doing that, just
one walk,
clump that into one video about,
make the highlights, and move on.
So I don't know. I feel bad about not showing the coolness of everything. Plus, I'm not saving. The thing is I'm not saving a lot of the videos. Like I used to save all of my raw footage. I saved everything, and I just don't have the space for that. So I've been getting rid of all of it. So if I don't post it, I lose it. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see.
How many times do you go back and watch it?
It's not the point. The point is it's there.
You're such a hoarder.
I am a hoarder.
You're even a hoarder of videos.
I am. So anyway, we are sitting in Sulphur, Louisiana.
And we went to Kokomo, Mississippi.
Yes, we went to Kokomo, Mississippi.
That's kind of a cool story. That guy.
So one of my things about this whole trip is I looked on the internet.
One of my
and there are 9 Kokomos in the entire world.
Technically, aren't there 8?
No, there's 9.
No,
but
okay.
I'll get to that. There's 9 listed Kokomos in the entire world. One of them's in Africa. One of them's in South America. 2 of them in Hawaii, and so I can't get to those 4. The 2 in Hawaii, the 2 in Hawaii,
He'll sit and hack for an hour instead of just taking a drink.
The 2 out of the country.
Goodness.
So the Kokomos are listed as Kokomo, Indiana, which is where I'm from, Kokomo, Arkansas, Kokomo, Mississippi, Kokomo, Texas, and Kokomo, Colorado. We just stopped off in Kokomo, Mississippi, and I got a picture by the Kokomo sign, and it's on my Facebook page. It's on yours too, right? And it's on Michelle's Facebook page.
And it's on my Instagram.
And so that's cool. So I got Kokomo, Indiana, and Kokomo, Mississippi pictures of those. So we're going through Texas. My next stop was going to be Kokomo, Texas. Although I now found out that Kokomo, Texas no longer exists. It's nothing. It's not there anymore. So that one's done. So now I've got Kokomo, Arkansas, and Kokomo, Colorado to get to. We're skipping Arkansas because we're headed out west for now. So once we get all the way out to California, hopefully we'll do this with the other states. So eventually I'm going to get to Kokomo, Arkansas and Kokomo, Colorado, but haven't done it yet. I would like to get to the 2 Kokomos in Hawaii, but I don't really see that happening anytime soon.
Unless y'all help us make YouTube explode.
There you go. I would also love to go to Kokomo in
Or I
Africa and
win
Kokomo in South America.
Or I win the mega billion.
Yes. But again,
Powerball.
that's probably never going to happen. So
Again,
there's a better
that's
chance. There's a better chance of me getting to the 2 Kokomos in Hawaii than it is
You hear
for
me?
South America and Africa.
Again, customs.
Yeah, well, we can deal with that. So anyway, that's that. So that's one of the things is the
So tell them
Kokomos.
about your Kokomo, Mississippi.
So I got to Kokomo, Mississippi,
the whole purpose of me saying that.
and there's
Baseball.
actually a sign that says Kokomo in 8 miles, right?
Yep.
So I'm thinking,
Well, there's one that says Kokomo 15, and then it says 8, and then you get there.
and then there's a sign that says Kokomo, and it's got the arrow, right?
Go that way.
So you would think it's going to be decent because of all these signs, right? No. There's 2 churches,
A cemetery,
a cemetery,
and about 15 houses.
and a few houses and
Oh,
a few
and that-
trailers.
in that family restaurant.
Yeah, and there's a little family restaurant there.
Supposedly there's a general store, but I think that guy was lying.
I think he was, yeah. Anyway,
He was pulling
that's
that
all it's
chair.
there. So I ended up stopping and talking to a guy that lives there in Kokomo, and he showed me an empty field, and he
was-
said, "This is the
there
this is
it is.
this is town. It's an empty field."
It used to be the center of town.
Yeah. So actually, there was a railroad that ran through there at one point, and
You know what it kind of reminded me of?
what?
Fried green tomatoes and the Whistle Stop Cafe,
Oh,
and how
wow.
all of it, the railroad went bye-bye, so then everything else did too.
Yes, that's very good and very good. That is, yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So there was nothing there. We found a restaurant. I went in there. They talked about a guy who was old and kind of knew a little bit about Kokomo, but we never got a hold of him. I got a couple pictures, so that's kind of cool. So, but there's nothing there, just a few houses,
That's that.
and that's that.
Ooh, I almost started singing.
Yeah, let's not do
I'm
that.
trying not to.
So, anyway, I think that's good for the Kokomo thing.
Ah.
We covered that.
Yep.
We covered Louisiana, New Orleans area.
We covered the bear ate me.
The bear ate her.
I desperately need to wash my hair. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
So we are.
My bad.
No, it's got to go this way.
I was trying to slide it back up. You had it up.
There we go.
Anyway.
So
It's blinding me and not even
the
getting
Kentucky
you.
the Kentucky videos are up now. I saw that.
Are you guys commenting? Are we like not seeing comments?
Are we not seeing
again?
comments? No,
Hold on.
No.
Okay, hold on. My
Okay, we
comments
got to
for some
catch up with the
reason-
comments.
The comments quit working again for a reason.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. Wrong way, Bentley.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, we got a lot of them. Hold on.
So sorry, you guys. Cheese and rice.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Rubbernecking. Hold on. We're going back through the comments. They don't.
You and them hookers. Okay.
You and them hookers. Yeah.
You know exactly what you're talking about. It's been native to that area.
Equalizer with Denzel. Hey, I think I knew her.
I think I know her. That's probably.
Probably her pimp. Well,
yeah, we said that too.
yeah.
Rubbernecking. Yes, he was. I actually have some journaling that I'm going to be doing.
talking about Melissa asking about the crafting.
Yeah.
Yes. And then homeless
Um,
people, music, smell of marijuana, lots of shops and people.
Yeah. I didn't smell any marijuana.
Kim, I could have,
I couldn't go there if.
and many homeless. It would
Oh
break
yeah,
my-
it is sad.
Angie, her hotel room
Oh
faced the
yeah,
Superdome.
cool.
Yep. Question
What's
for
your
both
top
of you.
five
What's
bucket-
your top
okay.
five?
Ooh,
Okay.
we'll hit that in a minute.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yes, exactly. Everything was too touristy.
Love the Mickey.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to try those drugs. I haven't had them yet. Wrong way. Yep, exactly.
Yes. Try it both ways and see what happens. There you go.
How
Her
long
point
the
is
viewer-
how long the viewer is going to watch. Well,
yeah, when you're doing those videos. Thank you, Killdeer.
yeah, true.
We're okay. Just
Yeah.
I don't know why, but every now and then these comments just like stop, and then it takes me forever to realize. Oh wait, we haven't had a comment forever. Yeah, loosen the phlegm.
Plenty of camping in Missouri.
It's also very snowy in Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been in towns like that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right.
okay.
Sweetie, good night.
Good
I hope
night.
we caught you.
Cherry Berry she said she had to take off.
Oh, we have been commenting a lot.
Don't wash your hair at McDonald's.
I know, right? Okay.
That means you're a hooker.
That means I'm a hooker. Okay, so top 5 things. Sorry, you guys.
Yeah, it doesn't pop
it just
up with
suddenly stops showing comments, and we don't ever catch it until
closer to Arkansas.
Anyway.
Okay.
So top 5 things on bucket list. That's hard. Disneyland for me. No joke. That's probably number 1. I want you to see the Grand Canyon.
Is it Grand Canyon,
Rocky
Mount
Mountains,
Rushmore,
Rocky Mountains,
the Rocky Mountains, Devil's Tower.
Hold on, guys. My ring
Area
is bugging me. Here we
51.
go.
I want to go to Roswell. It's going to happen. I'm going to Roswell.
No, I'm nervous. We're not seeing comments. I'm gonna check every 5 seconds.
We're gonna the less touristy side of America. Time for my meds. Okay. What's Devil's Tower?
Angelina.
Oh my goodness! And you're my cousin. Oh heavens! Have you ever watched the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind? If not, you should see that.
I haven't seen any yet, actually.
CRP, they don't have showers in there because they really don't want you living there. Yes.
All right.
Melissa says, okay. Melissa says Devil's Tower
is amazing.
amazing.
So Rushmore.
So we'll Rushmore, haven't seen it. Melissa's been to both, and it's amazing. Cool.
So Angelina, Close Encounters is a movie, and aliens land on the top of Devil's Tower.
In it.
Well, yeah, in the top of it, and it's this big, huge.
Yeah, it was based on a true story. Yeah, supposedly. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Was it really?
Angie
Area
said,
51.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to see what. Yeah.
Of course.
Did your ex let you
Yes.
shower? Oh yeah.
We hung out like in the house and basically lived there, except we slept in the van. And
she actually told us we could sleep inside. They could pull out They could pull out a air mattress.
To sleep in the house. I'm like, no, really, we're good.
We didn't sleep in there, but we could have. Yeah.
Yes, we want to do that too.
Yes, in the redwoods, we're going to go do that as well.
So top 5 for you was what?
Just a bunch of natural stuff.
Natural forest.
Oh. Washington and Seattle. I want to go see Bruce Lee's grave.
Okay.
I want to go to Forks, Washington, where they did the TV series. What was that dude? You didn't like him, barefooted, run around in the woods.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't remember the name of that TV series, but the guy pretended like he was living out in the woods in Forks, Washington, but he really wasn't. He had a house, but anyway, yeah.
Thankfully, he got busted quick. And
a couple of his neighbors got on YouTube or got on the internet, was complaining that he really did. Yeah,
Any date
night. Every night's a date night. Every night's a date night for us.
Always has been.
Grizzly Adams, absolutely.
No.
Yes.
I thought Grizzly Adams was in like Montana or someplace like that.
Well, I'm saying I would. Well, thank you.
If you ask my family, we're nauseating. My family gets so sick of it. I don't know why. It's not like we do that all the time.
They're jealous.
True. We did say earlier in the video, I don't know if you guys caught it, because somebody asked in our last live, have we started bickering yet? Or do we still get along? Yeah, I agree. They probably are jealous. Killed her. Said, yep, they're jealous. And actually, yesterday and today were the first 2 days that we
kind of got a little snippy.
A little short with each other.
We did, yeah.
We had to have a discussion on explaining situations.
But it's nothing that...
But even at that, I don't think, like... It was, like, no big deal. Part of it, I think, for me is I've been very hormonal the past few days. Turning 50, and my body says, oh, look, let's flip a switch and have you go completely stupid. Some more wood so you guys can...
Yeah. Well, tomorrow, hopefully, we'll hit that national forest. And hopefully, we'll be out there
guys, cross your fingers this lady wasn't pulling our chain.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah,
well, to be totally honest, we're not together any more now than we were before. even when we were living in Indiana and at the house and everything, we were still around each other like 24/7 anyway. Yeah.
He did have, now we did have times where like he would go to his nature walk.
Mr. Mach 1, hey, how you doing?
Hey!
You can camp in the Badlands.
Yep.
Any use of a 4-gallon bucket? Yeah, I have a 4-gallon bucket washing machine in the back there.
No, I think they mean the 4-gallon bucket.
Oh, have we used the 4-gallon bucket yet? No.
No.
We haven't been
anywhere where we can set up
Yeah,
camp.
we haven't been anywhere we can set up camp. So we've had restrooms and everything available to us for the most part. Yeah, stretch our legs, get out. Also
Go to Wall Drug out there, huh? No, number 2.
Yeah.
Mr. Mach 1, we are doing our best to have fun.
We are having a blast, to be totally honest. We've just had a great time. South Dakota.
Very late last night and early this morning were the first 2, and it was this morning's was like a
look it up.
carryover.
It's a town out there.
Okay. This morning was like a carryover, I think, from last night because we didn't. Normally, if we do have a disagreement on something, we talk about it pretty. I don't want to say instantly, but pretty quickly afterwards, right? Like we don't let it linger.
No.
But last night we didn't settle the angst last night, and so this morning it just kind of didn't take much to set us both off again, and it was just a matter of,
just cranky.
Just being a little bit cranky, and him understanding what he did or I did that upset
A CB
me.
radio would be fun.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Wall, South Dakota.
Well, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Okay, yeah.
You might have to remind us of that when we get up that way.
Yeah.
So I'm not writing anything down. Ow. So, okay. Another funny story. You can't see it, but
She burnt her finger.
I burnt my thumb when we were in South Carolina at Pam's house. Okay.
Definitely send a message. Yeah. On Insta.
And it was grease. I went to flip over a pork chop and it splattered and it flipped up underneath my thumbnail. Well, now it's to that point where that skin has all like hardened and stuff.
Yeah. Now you got me doing it.
Yeah, now I'm like paranoid. It feels weird. And it doesn't have the same, like if I'm on my phone, I can't use that part of my thumb because it doesn't register that I'm touching my phone.
Yeah.
So it's like really scabbed over for the minute. Yeah.
In South Dakota. Yeah.
Is South Dakota, how does laundry work? Well, so far we've been able to do it at somebody's house. This is actually the first time we're like,
yeah,
we're gonna have to wash some laundry when we get camped.
Yeah, we do that, or we're gonna find a laundromat on the way somewhere. We've passed in smaller towns. We've passed laundromats. We just haven't used them yet.
Should have pulled out more cash than what you did then.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I can use the bucket. I have a 4-gallon bucket in the back that has a smaller, like 2-gallon bucket. And I'll talk about the showers in a second. And with a little plunger that we can that I use for a camp washing machine, so we can use that. As far as the showers go, so far, we haven't been anywhere where we can put our shower up. I made a hula hoop shower with curtains go around it, and it sits on our, what do you call that thing up there?
Luggage rack.
The luggage rack.
It sits underneath it.
It sits underneath it, and it hooks and it hangs there. So we put that up, and we can open the side door, and you can stand there and shower. Or we can take the back and open up the hatch and throw it there and shower. So we have that when we get to the woods, but we're not there yet. We've been showering at houses. When we shower, family, friends, and stuff like that.
We've been staying with.
Otherwise, we're using baby wipes.
Spit bath.
And well, we could if we had
It's
the
like
money.
$10 a person.
Yeah, it's expensive. So as far as that goes, what I usually do is we find restrooms that have like family restrooms where you can go in and lock the door and you're the only one in there. And we go in there and we wash up and clean up, and I've shaved and everything like that in them. I actually shaved in a rest stop once. I'm sorry. $10 a shower.
Yes.
Well, and it can be worse than that.
Right. See, we don't have.
Yeah, we don't have fuel
on a
points and
semi.
all that. Yeah. So it's a good idea, Rich. Yes. So when
You
we're in
find
rest,
ways.
yeah, when we're in rest stops, when you get about 1, 2 in the morning, people are either sleeping or they're just not really moving around. So I go in there.
Or there's very sporadic
Very
people
yes.
coming in.
So I go in there, and what I
low.
usually do is I go into one of the stalls, and I do my cleaning and clothes changing and everything and wiping down and all that stuff. The only thing I really do, I'm sorry, outside the stall is I try to shave. And this morning I shaved in the parking lot at the Walmart we were at, which I don't want to really do because,
Somebody would, if the wrong person sees you doing that, they
So-
get a little testy at the Walmart.
but anyway, yeah.
Well, they could anyway.
So I brush my teeth and all that stuff. Brushing your teeth isn't really, I could do that in the van, but if I have access to water and stuff, like running water and stuff, it's better that way. So I do it at rest stops, or we go into family restrooms and do all that. She did a big old running around clean stuff. Was it yesterday or today or something?
What are you talking about?
The restroom you were at, changing your clothes and
That was yesterday.
yesterday, yeah. So we go in there, just lock the door if it's a single person restroom like that, and we
Take care of business.
take care of what we need to take care of. I can clean up here in the van, so we have it all
I can't
blocked
clean up.
off.
I can't clean up as easily as he does in the van, but I can make it doable.
But a lot of diaper wipes and powder. I love the powder.
Powder is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the diaper wipes are working, and
to a point.
well, it's keeping me pretty clean and fresh.
To a point.
Okay. Well, am I stinky?
No.
Okay. So we've been
Smell
out
like a
for.
diaper wipe.
I smell like a diaper wipe.
Smell like a diaper wipe.
So we've been out a month. About, let's say on the 8th, it'll be a month.
2 more days.
So I think as far as that goes, now,
I was gonna say swipe up. I don't see comments.
what about the bath wipes? What?
That's the same thing. I mean,
Yeah, bath wipes, diaper.
whatever.
What?
Whatever we find at Dollar Tree that we're willing to spend the money on.
Yeah.
I like the
Or the Walmart.
water wipes that we get at Walmart. I like those the best.
Yeah.
I can tell you that brand wet ones, my skin does not like it, so I can't use those.
Some of them that
They
I use.
irritate my skin.
Some of them that I use, I have to. I like using them because they seem fragrant and you can tell that there's something on them. But after I use them, I have to use a towel to dry off, because the first couple nights I did that, I didn't dry off. I just wiped everything down, and it kind of made me itch afterwards.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just my skin or whatever, but when I use them, I actually wipe down with a towel afterwards to dry myself off. And then I use powder. And so far, it's been fantastic. Now, the washing machine issue, like I said, we were in South Carolina for a couple weeks, and we used a washing machine. And
We used Pam's washer and dryer, so that was
And-
like no big deal.
yeah, and I did that as often as I could so that we would have fresh, clean clothes as we left. So I have a bag. We got a bag back here that we throw the dirty stuff in.
It's actually right here between us. You guys just can't see it.
Yeah. So if we have to, we'll go to a laundromat. I don't really want to because don't really want to spend the money.
Well, even if we don't dry them, if we wash them and hang them up once we get to the park.
Something like that.
I don't know.
But I have a
We'll see.
washing machine in the back that just take a little bit of and clean them up, be fine. We've got
Donald Duck,
soap.
where'd you come from?
That's right. We got soap and everything, and nothing wrong with that. So, but it hasn't been an issue yet. But honestly, nothing's really been an issue.
Nothing's an issue until you let it be an issue.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean,
So, and there's plenty of people that live worse than we do
Oh, gosh.
on a daily basis, and
Yeah.
they seem to be getting along just fine. So, I consider we're lucky. Great point.
Yeah.
I consider that we're lucky that we have the opportunity to do this. And if we have to go through a little bit of hardship to continue our adventures, then we will. I mean, it's only a hardship if it bugs you.
It's always hard to let me.
Yeah, everything is what you make it. Yeah.
Yep.
So, like I said, it's only a hardship if you allow it to be.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Are you
I'm
getting tired?
sleepy. I am getting very.
She's getting tired. So we're gonna say about another.
I will say that our sleeping habits have changed immensely.
Yes, I
Since
think what you are doing is amazing and an amazing opportunity. Yes,
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you.
This is a dream come true. There's a
not-
lot of people out there that say they wish they could do. Hey, Greg, I can't see.
Grange.
Stop.
Stout.
I'm sorry, we can't. It's hard to see.
Stott. STOTT.
Okay.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too.
Good to see you live.
Aww.
Catch up with.
The
rest of the stream
yeah,
later.
We're getting
Yes.
ready to end.
Yeah, we're getting ready to end it. We've been up for about an hour and 40 minutes now. We just been discussing a bunch of really cool stuff that we've been doing, telling stories, having laughs with everybody. People's been asking questions how we're doing out here and how we're doing things and where we're at, where we've been and all that stuff. So yeah, we don't have a set time that we're going to be online live because it's so
we never know.
we never know when we're going to do
where
things.
we're going to be. But I started to say, our sleeping schedule at home was up till about 2 or 3, sometimes 4 or 5 in the morning, and
Yeah.
then sleep till whenever we got up.
Yep.
Now, usually by 10 o'clock, I think it's about the latest we're up now.
Well, the one night I was up until like 2
Yeah,
or
but
3 because I
on-
couldn't sleep, and
But
that's
you'd had a nap earlier that day.
that's
too.
true. That's true.
You took a big nap earlier that day. On a normal day.
This
we're
is really
normally-
late for us.
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure.
Well, it's 8:15 because it's 9:15 at
Yeah,
home.
yeah. So it's 8:15 here.
It says one day would love to travel all around like you guys are doing. Yes.
I will say, I mean, I'm not unhappy.
Well, I
in the
hope you
van.
get to. I hope you get to.
I'm not unhappy in the van, but I really, really wish we could have done a Class C
Well, it'd have been nice if
or
we
even a
would
Class B at this point.
have had the money. We
And
could have.
honestly,
But
the only reason why is the 3:30 bathroom thing. Oh my God, my bladder just hates me. That one's been interesting.
that's been the rough one for you.
That's been the hardest
Yeah.
part of this whole thing for me.
What's your guys' plans and goals this year? Don't have any.
To see as much as we can.
Yeah. I
Without going bonkers and completely broken the process.
I never was a planner. I mean, if I had something up my craw and wanted to do it, I just went out and did it. I never really
Again,
planned it,
You guys, I'm telling you, we're so polar opposites.
but yeah, one of the goals that we have on this huge adventure, the big adventure, is that we don't plan anything. Yes, just take each day as it comes.
Yeah, that's how we
Whatever
are.
happens, and
Today is a perfect example of that.
well, yeah,
Perfect example of that today.
we got up today.
We had a goal.
So, like we were talking about our sleeping schedule. When we were at the house, I used to stay up all hours of the night and I would sleep during the day.
All day long.
Yeah, I'm not organized planner, and my husband is fly by the seat of his. Yeah,
Yep.
nice catching up with you. Hope
Oh,
you are
thank you,
doing well in
Melissa.
Texas. Night. All right, you have a wonderful night, and thank you for stopping by.
And thank you
Appreciate
for hanging
it.
out so long.
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. So I never have been a planner, and I always like staying up late at night. But now, I mean,
There's
this
nothing to
is
do.
really odd because usually we're laying down and
Yeah.
nearly asleep by now. And as you can see, so this is a late night for us. Now it's 9 o'clock at home in Indiana, but it's only 8 o'clock here where we're at in Louisiana. And we're usually in bed by now
Yeah.
because it's dark. I mean, it gets dark about 5 or 6 o'clock. So
Well, it's dark and we've had a full day.
yes, and we've been doing a lot.
Well, it's weird because we don't do a lot, but we seem to do a lot.
Yes,
It's
yes.
so weird.
And we usually go to bed when it's dark. It's that time because it's dark at 5 or 6 o'clock, and we get up.
Where
We
did you
are
guys-
in Sulphur,
Sulphur, Louisiana,
Louisiana
at a Walmart.
at a Walmart. Yeah, that's all I know.